Hey everybody, it's your girl Tanya with Books, Incense, and Brown Liquor, and I have another book review video. These are 3 books that are like not related in any way, they're just random. Books that I read like toward the end of last year, but I didn't really do a December wrap up because I just didn't. So I just felt like talking about these 3 books today. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first book is Before the Devil Breaks You by Libba Bray. And this is book 3 of the Diviner series, which I really, really love. Oh no, I feel like I must, okay, anyway. This is book 3 of the Diviner series, and I love the Diviner series. And even though this is a young adult series, I think it is really well written. So let's get into it. Basically, book 3 is New York City, 1927. Lights are bright, jazz is king, parties are wild, and the dead are coming. So basically, the group of diviners, you know, they all have their abilities, their magical abilities. You know, you got Isaiah, you got Memphis. Our main character is, what the hell is her name? The sweetheart who can touch an object, and she can tell like a history behind it. What's her name again? It's gonna bug me. That's horrible, I forgot her name. Anyway, so these group of diviners that have these abilities, there's something after them. There's something dark. It is basically, they're being haunted by ghosts, but not just regular ghosts. These ghosts are being manipulated and controlled by something darker. And these ghosts are literally hurting people. So it's not like your typical like bump in the night, ooh, all of that. Like they're really being controlled by something. And it is this dark force that is after them. And this is book 3. And the way the book ends is very good. It's like you're on like this adventure, and it's just so good. It's so detailed. It's so much going on. I think her writing is very good. And basically the 4th book of the series is called King of Crows. I definitely have to get my hands on that. Like I feel like a kid again reading this. You know, it's so good. So anyway, Before the Devil Breaks You by Libba Bray. Yes, I recommend it. I love the book series. The Diviners is the shit. For those of y'all that know, you know. All right. So the next book I am talking about. Okay. The Other Woman by Sandy Jones. I make that face because this is supposed to be a psychological thriller. Like that's what it said. It said that it was a psychological thriller. He loves you, but she loves you not, and she'll stop at nothing. The other woman. The other woman is his damn mother. Okay, let me just go back. You have a woman who is single. She meets a guy named Adam in a bar. What the hell her name was? I forgot her name too. Emily. Her name is Emily. Emily is in a bar. She meets this guy, Adam. They fall in love. Everything is great. And then she discovers that like his mom is really weird. His mom is like a master at gaslighting. It's like to everyone else, the mom seems so sweet and warm and just fuzzy and everything. But she's like, she be doing like that low-key shade type stuff. And then you're like really feeling some type of way, but no one else believes you because no, Penny would never do that. But like I said, it was supposed to read as like a psychological thriller, but this book reminded me of that movie Monster-in-Law with J-Lo and Jane Fonda, because some of the stuff she was doing, it was so ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. And the fact that she tolerated the bullshit for as long as she could, and she was like, it just really cracked me up. Like some of the antics were just like, bitch, please. Like, but it's like throughout the book, you feel like the mother is the problem. But then when you get to the end, you start to think, well, is the mother really the problem? Is the mother really the one who's causing the problems? Because like, basically, oh, sorry, somebody's car's getting towed. But basically, the mother is like, you know, the mother-in-law to be is the bad guy. She's the bad guy. She's so evil. Why is she picking on me? But, you know, she was like, I'll stop at nothing. I love Adam. I will. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know, is Adam really that great? But that was just my opinion. But I was like, he just seems so basic to me. He's like a regular dude. Like, why is he so great? I don't know. So then I think it just became more of like a power struggle between her and this person. Because to me, Adam was just okay. I mean, for real. If I keep telling you that your mother is bugging and you're like, no, my mother's amazing. If you're not listening to me, I feel like, I don't know, maybe we're not compatible because you don't fucking listen to me. Anyway, that's my opinion. It was entertaining. Not because I was scared, but because I was like, yo, what is this chick gonna do next? You know what I mean? But thriller, maybe a little bit toward the end. But I was more entertained than ever, like nail-biting suspense, what's gonna happen next. I was entertained. I will give it that, okay? Stars, I don't even know. Because I was entertained. So I'll give it a 3.5. Because I was entertained. I kept feeling like, yo, what the fuck is gonna happen next? Like, this bitch is wildin'. Okay. And then the next one. Okay, Look For Me by Lisa Gardner. I see this name a lot. And one day, I think it was Christmas. This was like a Christmas gift to myself. You know how like when books go on sale, when you go to the bookstore and they have the table. So this was like on the sale table. And I was like, I always see Lisa Gardner. I always see her name and I never read anything by her. So I was like, Merry Christmas to me. Let's check it out. Let's see what this is about. So basically, this is my first time really getting into like a detective mystery type. This kind of reminds me of what's that show? Almost like True Detective a little bit, kind of, or like The First 48 or something. It was like that. So basically, it takes place in Boston, and or like a suburb of Boston, something like that. A family is like all of a sudden just gunned down. The mother, the father, the two kids, well, husband, wife, 2 kids, and then the teenage daughter who's 16, and their 2 dogs are missing. So at first they're like, okay, did she do this? Or so they started investigating because this murder, like a family to just be gunned down, and then the teenage daughter is missing. There's a lot of questions that come with that. So they're investigating into this family's past, and it gets really interesting. You know, these kids have been through a lot. This 16-year-old girl who is missing, she's been through a lot of stuff. You know, like a lot of it was traumatic, and it does end up being a really good story. Parts of it are like, it's one of those stories where the girl went through so much, you're like, damn, like you kind of, your heart starts to really connect with that character. You know, you want her to be all right. You know, you really want her to be okay. So they do find out who did it. The mystery is solved. I'm not gonna drop no spoilers, but I thoroughly enjoyed this book. It was a different pace for me. I mean, this wasn't necessarily thriller, like, oh my God, what's gonna happen next? But it was like a mystery. It was kind of like watching The First 48, like when you follow the, instead of the victim's narrative, you're following through the narrative of the detectives. And then a woman who's also assisting to the police who was a victim once herself. And now she's like more of like a vigilante working with police because she's got like the street connects and everything. So to read a story from like the cop's perspective, I thought that was pretty cool. It was different for me, but I did enjoy it. So Lisa Gardner, if I see this name again, I will be checking it out. Well, of course, her name's everywhere, but I'll be checking it out. I enjoyed Look For Me. This for me was a, why do I do that? I didn't even have my mind made up. I don't even know. I don't even have my mind made up. I liked it. Okay. So police mystery, if you like the First 48 type of things, this is your book. Definitely. So anyway, I will see you again soon with my reviews that I'm reading right now. The book I'm reading right now is so freaking good. I am reading, what's it called? Local Woman Missing by, what her name is? Mary Kabika. I cannot wait to finish it. So hopefully I will be back soon with that book review. So anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.